Hello, Facebook and friends. My name is Linda Reeves. I'm coming to you tonight with a very, very heavy burden on my heart. Something that is really, really bothering me. And the Lord just keeps laying this on my heart. And for 39 years, I was told to keep my mouth shut, shut up, stay out of this, stay out of that. But you know, I don't have anybody to answer to anymore except for myself and my Lord. This is about living in government housing. In the last 2 years, there has been 3 comments made to me about me living in government housing and what kind of people live in government housing. First of all, let me tell those of you who live in your beautiful homes, in your beautiful little subdivisions, that drive your fancy cars, we put our pants on just like you do. Our blood is the color red. We have a heart that beats. And personally, myself, and I'm sure I'm speaking for most everyone that lives in government housing, I'm proud that you have what you have. God's blessed you. We are not here to get a free handout. Everyone in government housing has to pay rent. I want to make that clear. We all have to pay rent. It's based on income and family size. So we're not getting a free ride, okay? All of us that are here each have different reasons, but the one thing that we have in common is that we struggle. And there are a lot of nights, and I know of 2 people right now, as I sit in my chair, that don't know what they're going to have to eat tonight for supper. I know of one lady here that has no transportation. And she walks in extreme weather conditions everywhere she needs to go. And she never once asks for help. Myself, I've got a vehicle that's down. And I've got a lot of needs and things that need to be met. But I'm not complaining. This labeling people is not of God, okay? I've been on both sides. I was raised with a dad that worked like a dog for over 30 years in an underground coal mine. No sunlight ever hit his face because he worked day shift. My dad had us in a great, beautiful home. My mom got a new car to drive every other year. And us kids went without nothing. Then I married a man that was from a family that was dirt poor, and so was he. And very little education because he had to drop out of school to help pick cotton and tobacco to support his family. So, during my marriage, which ended in 39 years, I was taught how to survive on nothing. And I thank my husband and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law for that. Or, I'm sorry, my ex-husband. And now I value what I have more than I did when I lived with my parents. And what I am lucky enough to have, I take very good care of. But this is just material stuff that I really care nothing about. So, with that being said, let me say this. There is no such thing as a low, middle, and high class. I don't care how you live. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how many diamonds you have on your finger. And by the way, I have no diamonds. Okay? I have none. We are all still one. We are all still children of God. We are all made in His image, and we are all made equal. Some are just a little bit more better off than others. And why our society is that way, I don't know. But it is what it is. I don't like being labeled because I live in government housing. And with that being said, let me say this also. I have a lot of wonderful, wonderful friends in my life. Okay? And I cherish each and every one. But there is no one that walks on this earth that's better than me, that has a right to label me or people that live in government housing. And some of the most kind-hearted, loving, compassionate people live in government housing. We are not here because this is where we want to be. Now, I will admit that there are a few people in the world that does take advantage of situations like this. But 90% of us are here because we need an opportunity to try to get back on our feet. Knocking us down is not going to do it. Okay? And I'm just tired of the labels. I'm sick and tired of the labels. Okay? You are no better than anyone else. I'm no better than anyone else. My son is a minister. And he does the jail ministry at our jail. And he loves those inmates just as well as he does the ones in his church. You don't hold a person's past and where they live against them. It's called forgiving, turning the other cheek, and keeping your nose on your own face, okay? I'm just putting it to you blunt and straight. Because as long as I have a voice to speak, and God lays something on my heart to say, I'm going to say it. I don't care whose toes I step on. You don't want to hear it? Delete the button. Hit the delete button. Get rid of me. Because I'm not going away. I don't get on here very often. But I'm on here tonight because I am serious. How many of you watching me tonight and listening to my voice can make it through that eye of the needle? Really, how many? You know, to be totally honest with you, even with the heart that I have, I'm not even sure if I can make it through the eye of the needle. I don't know how much longer we have in this world, but I know God is ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of it. And the sooner that He comes, the better off we're all going to be. Don't take what you have for granted. It can be took away. Get down on your knees tonight and pray and ask God, what can you do to help people like us? Okay? What can you do? Don't degrade us and stomp us in the ground. Help us. Or be quiet and quit name calling. I'm praying for you. Everyone have a blessed night. I love you all. I hope I have got my point across. Be blessed.